Who is your most dangerous player in Super Bowl 52, James Jones?
I got to go with a guy who was not at Media Day because he's going through concussion protocol, but it has to be Rob Gronkowski. You got to think, when he went out the game, the offense struggled. They couldn't move the football. You know, they didn't have that number one guy to throw the ball to, and he's a huge part of their offense. You know, a lot of stuff, happens because of him, attracting double coverages and things like that. So a healthy Gronk.
Even though that offense played pretty well in the second half without Gronk, they scored 21 points. They had 220 total yards.
The fourth quarter, they got it going a little bit, but you could tell, right when he went out, they were struggling, couldn't really move the ball. And then they kind of figured it out in the fourth quarter, started doing some different things, making some rub plays and stuff happen, getting it Danny Amendola open. But he's a huge part of that offense, and they got to have him out there. And he's the most dangerous player whenever he takes the field, so you got to take him in the Super Bowl as well.
Dangerous tight end on the other side. In fact, this is the first Super Bowl in NFL history where you will see a tight end on each team that actually led their team in receptions and receiving yards, talking about Zach Ertz. So let's flip the page here to Philly. How about most dangerous Eagle going into the Super Bowl 52 here?
I got to go to the defensive side of the ball. It has to be Fletcher Cox. We all know if you get Tom Brady off the spot, it creates trouble for him. So Fletcher Cox and that D-line is going to have to get pressure up the middle, not outside. I'm not worried about Chris Long, but up the middle, the pressure has to come. And Fletcher Cox has been doing that all season long. He's been causing havoc in there, and it has to continue on Sunday. He has to get pressure up the middle. And we all know he's a tough guy to block. They're going to have to show him a lot of attention.
And he's one of about 7 guys that the Eagles can roll through and get pressure on the quarterback. I mean, they average about 16 pressures a game, according to Pro Football Focus. That's the most in the league. And perhaps they can do what Ndamukong Suh and the Miami Dolphins did to Tom Brady and the Patriots back in Week 13, get that pressure.
We also need to understand that Tom is smart, too, kind of like Aaron Rodgers. So you see these guys rotating on the field. You do not want to get caught with 12, 13 men on the field.
Right.
So please be working on that in practice, Philadelphia, getting on and off that field, because he could catch you with 12 men on the field, trying to keep those guys out there to get them tired.